Hey guys, it's Jane again. First of all, I want to thank you guys so much for watching my first YouTube video that I posted last Thursday. And second of all, thank you so much for watching this video. As you can tell from the title, this week's video is going to be about why I think Americans are weird. And just to clarify, I don't think everything Americans do is weird. I just think that there's a couple things that Americans do are a little odd or different, and to me they seem a little weird. And as someone who grew up in a different country, in a different culture, I just think that those things I'm going to be talking about are just not something that after 5 years living here, I really gotten used to it. Let's take a look. What are these 10 things that I think Americans do are weird? When I was an exchange student, I spent a year in Chicago, Illinois, and I remember going to school the first day in my high school. I was a sophomore, and I remember the first thing I noticed is the way people dress. It doesn't seem like they put too much effort in it. And a lot of times it seems like they just roll out of bed, or they just did not just want to put too much effort in, and that's totally fine. That's just different or weird to me as someone who grew up in a different country. And don't get me wrong, when I spent my 4 years in college, I voluntarily chose to take 8 a.m. classes. I don't know why. I woke up 5 minutes before the class, I brushed my teeth, and I went to school. So I kind of got accustomed to that kind of thing that Americans do. But in Europe, and specifically in Estonia, that's where I grew up, so I know how to speak for people in Estonia. People put, or at least girls put effort in how they dress and go to school specifically. I remember waking up multiple hours before I went to school, made sure I took a shower, made sure I did my makeup, had cute clothes on. So something that I think is a little weird to me is when people roll out of bed and go to school in their PJs. So that's something that's a little off for me. But again, no judging. Second thing that I think Americans do is weird is you guys start driving at 16 years old and get your permit 15 and a half, I believe. In Estonia, you get your driver's license when you're 18, you get to vote when you're 18, and you get to consume alcoholic beverages when you're 18. So it's very steady. 18 is pretty much when you become mature. However, here you get to start driving when you're 16, and I think that's really weird because first of all, I remember taking a driver's lesson in Florida where I went to school, and I remember I did not prep or anything. Granted, I already had a driver's license in Estonia, so I knew how to drive a car, but I remember being in the parking lot, and the driver's guy who did the test, we did not even leave the parking lot. I just had to show him if I know how to stop or if I know how to parallel park, and that was it. And I got my Florida license. So I think 16 years old is a little young, but that's my opinion. So also, just to compare, average time to get a license in Estonia takes about a year. Also, you have to go to driving school. You have to take 4 tests, so they're like super hard tests, and then you get your license, and you can't get it before 18. So that's normal to me. So once I heard that you guys can drive when you're 16, that was a little weird for me. Okay, third thing why I think Americans are weird. Nail clippers versus nail scissors. Yeah, I know, I think this one's the odd one. But I don't think no one in Estonia uses nail clippers. We only use nail scissors. At least I don't know that. But I just feel like nail clippers are such a big part of Americans. Every time I go on a vacation, they're like, oh, I can't forget my nail clippers. I just think you got more options with the nail scissors. Like if you want a square nail, yeah, this is your go-to guy. But if you want a round, you can even do a square one with this. You got much more option with these than with these. Okay. Fourth thing that I think why Americans are weird. You get to turn right on red. Sometimes I've seen people turn left on red, which I'm even more mind blown. So I don't know. But I do admit sometimes it is convenient, but sometimes as a conscious driver, I try to obey laws. I don't want to turn right on red. And when there's a car behind me, I feel peer pressured, and I just feel like that ain't fair. And I bet if I go back to Estonia one day and I drive there, I'm gonna make a right turn on red, and I'm gonna pull over, and then I'm gonna get a fine. The fifth thing that I find why Americans are weird. You guys pay taxes when you go to the store. And yeah, taxes are great. I do agree. That's why we have all the stuff we need from the government. But I really wish you guys had taxes already calculated into the price before I purchased them. So like in Europe or in Estonia, you go to the store, a chocolate bar costs $1.99. You know, when you go to checkout, you pay $1.99 instead of paying $2.15. And plus, every state is different. I've been living in 3 states so far, so I can't just remember all the taxes and sales taxes and everything for all these states because that's just way too messy for me. I just feel like every time I go to the store, it's kind of like a little mystery. Oh, how much will that cost? Oh, I have a budget for $20, but guess what? I can't buy a thing that's $19.99 because that's gonna be a tax. So I think that's weird. Sixth thing why I think Americans are weird. There are just some foods that I cannot wrap my head around that you guys enjoy. Like during Thanksgiving, you guys have marshmallows and sweet potatoes. You guys have ice cream and root beer. I can do the marshmallows and sweet potatoes, but root beer, I hate it. I'm sorry guys, but I hate it. Then you guys have bacon and syrup. And last thing, and I'm like really confused, and one time I ordered it and I did not eat any of it, was waffles and chicken. Waffles and chicken. Who eats waffles and chicken? Is it for breakfast because it's waffles, or is it for dinner because it's chicken, or is it for lunch because it's in the middle? I'm just confused. Okay, the seventh thing why I think why Americans are weird. The nationality questions. So I've never had that asked in Estonia. What nationality are you? But here, when I was an exchange student, when I went to school in Florida, or right now, I constantly get asked, oh, what nationality are you? And 100% of my answers are, oh, I'm 100% Estonian. And then they're like, no, you're not. What do you mean? Or most common answers, I just don't understand. People say, oh yeah, I'm 50% Polish, 25% Irish, and 25% Scandinavian. It's just like, it's weird for me. But I understand that your grandparents were, or great-grandparents were from different countries, so I understand that, but that's just weird to me because my grandparents, my great-grandparents, my great-great-grandparents, everybody was from Estonia, still lives in Estonia, so at least that's easy for me. Oh yeah, I'm 100% Estonian. Okay, so the eighth thing, what I want to mention is the way you guys write your date. You guys write your month, then you write your day, and then you write your year. In Europe, and I think everywhere else in the world and in Estonia, you write your day, your month, and your year, which makes sense because you got the day, month, and year. Okay, it makes sense. But here it's different. So a lot of times I've just written the wrong date because I switch up the date and the month, which is always confusing. Or also, what about the measurements, the way you guys measure? We use the metric system. You guys use the imperial system. We use centimeters, meters, kilometers. You guys use inches, feet. You guys use all the kind of stuff that makes my life so much more difficult to understand how much is 1 inch. I still don't know. 5 years and I still don't know. The ninth thing that I want to talk about is your guys' cup sizes. And when I say a cup size, I mean like a size of a soda when you go to a drive-through. And free refill when you go eat somewhere. First of all, our large cup is gonna be American small cup, and that's like the most you can get. Second of all, you guys get free refills, which is weird because, I mean, I guess it's good, it can save consumer money, but it's unhealthy for the consumer, and I just find it weird. So take notice, anywhere you go abroad, you're pretty much gonna pay for a refill. There might be some discount for it, but you definitely won't get a free refill anywhere except America. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the small talk, and you guys talk with strangers on the bus, on the metro, or on the mall, or wherever, which is actually a really good thing, and I really enjoy that kind of part of it, America. Which, just FYI, if you go to Estonia and you start doing small talk with a stranger on the bus next to you, they're gonna be thinking that you're weird. So not really recommending doing that. But I wanted to end this video on a good note, which I really enjoy, that Americans always are so friendly, so nice, and smile to strangers, so I really enjoy that. Okay, I think this was it for my video. And just to clarify, I really hope that no American takes this as an insult to their country or to their nation. Those things that I listed are good weird things, not bad weird things. And next week's video, I'm gonna talk about why Estonians are weird, because there's a lot of things what Estonians do are weird, starting with spitting 3 times over our left shoulder. So, but in order to see that kind of a video, please stay tuned and click like on this video, and make sure to subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week and a weekend. Ciao!